Yo, I'm gonna get straight to the point because it shouldn't be like an extremely long video because it's a pretty simple topic, so I'll keep it at that. But to start off, how should a beginner make a workout plan or go about it? Here's how I would personally do it. Going back, looking at how I started off, etc. So the way I would personally do it is I would do push-pull legs to start off immediately because it's a really easy concept to understand, and when you get used to it, you'll learn a lot about a lot of things in the process, whether it be parts of your body, how to use certain things, what does what with the machines, like where it targets. But push pull legs is just a really simple thing to start off with because it teaches you a lot of things. Now, what is push pull legs? Push pull legs is push, which is chest, shoulders, and tricep. That's considered push because those are motions where you push and those muscles are activated. Pull is your back and your biceps. Yeah, but think what that is, whenever you put pulling motions, that's back and biceps. So that's the thing. So that's why it's called push and then pull, and legs, as you know, is legs. So push pull legs is the way to go to me personally as a beginner until you figure out or develop a good base point to understand where your biggest weakness is. Now for me, my biggest weakness was my shoulders. It was my chest and my shoulders. So once I got my chest to the size I wanted to, it was disproportionate to the rest of my shoulders, which now it isn't because my shoulders fucking it's a lot bigger now. But before, I don't know if you can hear the airplane, but I apologize in advance if it's really fucking loud. But on that note, I would stick to push-pull legs until your body develops enough to where you can understand where you're lacking at. So for example, like with me, mine was shoulders. So what I did was I switched my schedule from push-pull legs and prioritized the day for nothing but shoulders. Now, you shouldn't switch your schedules until you have a good idea of a lot of different aspects of working out. But to sum it up really briefly, you have to understand what works out how you want to, what your goal is also, whether it's for strength or bodybuilding, etc. Because whether your goal is for strength or just to look good, that determines how you lift. Because if you want to look good, just be big, hypertrophy. If you want to do strength, low volume. That's how it works. So terms like that is what you're gonna have to learn. And since I'm already right here telling you, low volume means basically low sets, low rep range, to kind of just build strength. It's a science. It's a proven fact that lower volume results in higher strength. Higher volume results in size. My bad, but yeah, results in size. So push pull legs will teach you all of that as long as you stick to it and stay consistent. I was on push pull legs for my first 2 years, I want to say. I didn't. The current schedule I'm on now, I started in August 19th of last year, and we're approaching. It's been on that for you. I've been on it for a year and some days now. But would I go back to push pull legs? Yes. Why? Because it's efficient. It works. Have I went back to it after prior? No, because I don't need to. But that's how I would personally go about it. Push pull legs is definitely the way to go because it's simple, straight to the point, and you're good. So just to recap everything I just said, or not everything, but the main point of what I'm saying: push pull legs, push chest, shoulders, tricep, pull back and bicep. Legs is legs. I would also, every time you alternate between those two cycles with push pull legs, push pull legs. Oh, by the way, I forgot this. My apologies. Push pull legs, rest. I'm gonna start saying that now. Rest, because that rest day is important as fuck. Rest. But push pull legs, rest. For those leg days, I would split into two. For the first half, since I personally am a quad guy, that's my strong suit, I did push pull legs, quad and calves, and then I split it to push pull legs, hamstrings, and glutes because they kind of work together and they work in tandem. So that's how I did it, and that's how I still do it to this day because I have multiple leg days a week since that's what I want to grow. That's my goal. So push pull legs, rest. Make sure the first one separates to two. And the reason I say that is because it helps you with fatigue and you get more out of yourself. So if, for example, if I have 2 leg days in the same week, right, and I worked out my quads and my hamstrings, both are gonna be fatigued by the time I get to that muscle group. Now, if I isolate my hamstrings and my glutes for that specific day, then by the time my other leg day rolls around, it's time to do quads and calves. They won't be sore, so I can do those motions with more efficiency, which means more growth, which is the most important part when it comes to lifting. Unless you're a strength guy. But if you're a hypertrophy person like myself, you just want to look big, that's how I would deal with it. But with that being said, it's been Aries. I really hope you enjoy. Comment any questions you have down below, DM, whatever you got to do. But yeah, catch you up.